we have to make sure that we ourselves, we are in order. What I mean is we should be healthy, we should look healthy, and we should look young. Because why? After a long absence, now we can visit house, we can go to visit our friends. Of course, we want to hear when friends come and tell us, wow, so long, no time, no see. Wow, you look so much younger. That would be the best news you ever hear. Or wow, you look so healthy, health and beauty. So that's why I thought it's very appropriate for me to talk about CV8, because CV8 is one amazing product that can give us good health and make us look young. Very important, okay? So let's talk about CV8. Okay, clear. Everybody can see. Okay, I'll go straight in. So CV8. This is actually it's not CV8. The 8 looks like 8, but it's actually infinity. But of course, now we are used to it. We call it CV8. CV of course stands for cell vitality. Vitality means we are active. We are very active. We are full of life. Okay. So CVMGR, is cell vitality molecular genetics research. I don't want to put there an institute, because institute is like a body there. It's just a research team. Okay. So this is talking about cell vitality, CV8, and here we are talking about youthful. We want to look as young as possible. Of course, we cannot reverse our age, but then we can prolong or we can delay the age process. Okay, so looking young, and of course CV8, is from wild Korean ginseng. Okay, now, so for CV8, why is it so unique? I'll divide into 4 parts. I'll talk about this technology, how is it produced, what is the formula, why do we put 3 other things. Okay, it's not only CV8, it's not only ginseng. In CV8, it's not only ginseng. We have 3 other ingredients, and it's proven research that it really works. It helps us to maintain our health. In fact, it helps a lot of illnesses, to overcome a lot of illnesses. And of course, we want to look young, okay? And our youth is reflected in our face, in our skin. People look at us, look at our face, look at our skin. Then they know, wow, you look 20, 30 years younger. We want to look 20 or 30 years younger, okay? So talking about technology and production, okay? Now you must understand the difference between CMC and callus, okay? CMC, of course, stands for cambial meristemic cells. Cambial is an adjective. The the noun is cambium. Okay, cambium is the part of a plant that is about to grow. Okay, it's the origin of the plant. If you go to your garden, Rebecca will show all his flowers. Okay, now you go to a garden. Okay, Rebecca, her flowering, the flowers are very good. You can see the shoot. Okay, you see the shoot. It means the young shoot. That is around the cambium. It means this young shoot, whether it wants to grow to a leaf, whether you want to grow to what they call a flower, whether you want to grow to a fruit. Okay, so that's the origin of life of a plant. Okay, it has not grown to something yet. Okay, so it's about to grow. So that means it's the youngest cell in the plant. Okay, so this is immortal. That means it's like what they call a baby, what they call the fetus. It will keep growing. Immortal. It will not die. Okay, totipotent means it can become any type of cell that you want. But once it becomes a cell, it has differentiated, then it cannot go back. Okay, the joke is like the what they call the bud, okay, it cannot, let's say, grow into a leaf, then halfway say, hey, sorry, I made a mistake. I must actually grow to a fruit. It cannot reverse back. In colloquial language, we say it cannot go stunt. It cannot go back. So once it has changed to a leaf, once it has changed to a fruit or a flower, it cannot reverse back already. So that is called callus. That means it has changed already. So CMC meristemic, that means it has not changed to a certain cell yet. It's like in our body cell. If the cell has become a liver cell, it cannot change. It become a heart cell cannot, or a bone cell cannot. Once it's become a bone cell, always will be a bone cell. Once it's a liver cell, always be a what they call liver cell. Okay. Now it has very good tolerance. That means environmental stress is like heat, cold, okay, or drought, no water. Okay, these are called environmental stress. So once this is a young shoot, it has a lot of nutrients inside. So it doesn't depend on outside yet. Okay, the young shoot, or we know in the fruit, they have a lot of nutrients inside. They don't need outside sources, external source of nutrients. Okay, but if once the thing has changed to a cell already, then it has to depend on external source. So this is okay. So this CMC. So you must know that our CV8 is a real stem cell. Now, what is a fake stem cell or not a real stem cell? They call it callus, CALUS, or DDC, differentiated cell. Okay, so this has differentiated, that means it's changed into a certain type of cell. So when it's changed to a certain type of cell, that means it's growing, it will die soon. Okay, there's a lifespan already. Okay, but it still got some benefits. It's very good for, that's why people say use a lot of this for external, for beauty. Okay, and because it has changed to a cell, it has to depend on external source of nutrients. So it's depend 100%. So very poor tolerance. One there's no water, one there's heat, what they call too hot, too cold. Then this called environmental stress. It cannot withstand it. Okay, now I just remember 3 years ago, somebody came and showed Indonesian, from Indonesia, church member. Okay, he came and said, I want to show you something that we are doing very well in Indonesia. So it says it's stem cell. Okay, and it's for beauty. Okay, for beauty, it's a beauty product. So when of course we met in the hotel, she showed her product. I show my what they call arm laser. She bought my arm laser, was surprised. Then she wanted to give me sample of her beauty product. So I said, no lah, since you bought my arm laser, I'll buy from you. And then I found that I still have it. No, I think my wife did not use or still. Okay, I show you the photo. Okay, let me show you a photo. Okay, this is what we call it. There. Do you see? Dr. Ginseng Callus. Whitening is for beauty or whitening. Okay. Okay. So that now I respect this company. Okay, it's from Korea. You can see the Korean words is from Korea. They use ginseng, but they are very honorable. That means they are very transparent to say it's callus. Okay, that means it's differentiated. It's not live stem cell. It's dead stem cell. Okay, but it's very good only for beauty, for external use, for beauty. Okay, so this is what we call. So there is a product callus. A lot of course these companies, this product, they dare not write the word. But I respect this company. Okay, and they are doing well in Indonesia. That's why I heard from this lady. They say a lot of them have beauty problems. They do, their face become so good. Okay, but this is dead stem cells. Our life stem cell, a lot difference. Okay, so this is here. So let's go back again. Okay, sorry. Okay, so the difference, we are CMC and not this callus. Okay, now, so you see, for any product, I'm a science man. You can show me all the testimonials and all these things, but I'm more towards proven scientifically. You must have scientific evidence or medical statistic to show that CMC, what's the difference. Okay, so you can see from here, they have about 6 tests to show that our CV8 is really CMC and not DDC. How to differentiate is this. Okay, CMC, you can see the walls, the wall of the plants. Okay, You can see they're very small and thin, and they are homogeneous. That means of the same type. Okay, they are packed together, so they cannot be easily damaged. They are very closely bind together. Whereas you can see the DDC, they are heterogeneous. That means there are different types of cells, and they are very enlarged. Okay, so they are not grouped together. They do not stick or bind together. So we are not isolate them, then they are very easily damaged. But for our CV8, it's very easily to isolate without any damage done. It's very important because we want the active ingredient, which is not damaged. If the active ingredient is damaged, then you cannot get the pure 100% purity. Okay, so this is one difference in cell morphology. Morphology means the structure. Okay, morphology means the structure. Is a scientific for structure for the size. Okay, so this is the first test to differentiate the plant cell that makes our CV8. Ours is CMC. Okay. Second, we talk about this viability. Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you can see that 0 month, that means when they started, 1 month later, 22 months. You can see the stem cells are still the same, immortal. They do not die because it's live stem cell. But the dead stem cell is like you leave it for quite some time. Now, let's say I'm trying to say, okay, let me give an example. Last time I give an example. It's like an apple. Okay. An apple, if it's in a tree, of course, we don't say 22 months. Okay. We say even 6 months later, you can see the apple still growing. It's still as fresh. If the apple is still on the tree, that means it's still live. But if you pluck an apple and you put on the table, okay, yes, slowly, after 1 month, after 6 months, you can see that the apple will shrink, the skin will become dry because it's dying already. It's going to die. It's not immortal. Okay, whereas a live one you can store, you can use forever. Okay, so this is a difference to show that our CV8 is really CMC. It's really live. It's very important because why? A lot of people never heard of live stem cell. Okay, maybe we hear of what they call not in plants, in human beings. When a baby is being born, doctors advise the parents, why not take some stem cell for the umbilical cord, then store in the stem cell bank. It's very expensive, okay, tens of thousands of dollars. And to store, there's a storage. It's a storage. You have to pay for the storage. I have a friend who was when you're young, quite rich, he said, I've stored my stem cell for my daughter for more than 10 years. My daughter is now 12 years old already. And then they're still asking for storage, what they call the money, it's more than 10,000. They said, wow, now it keep increasing and increasing. At last, they said, stop, I don't want already. Okay? Storing for nothing. But of course, if there's an emergency, if the daughter has some health problem and need to, you can take the stem cells from the stem cell bank, put inside the own daughter, okay? Then the daughter can be healed. Let's say the liver has some problem. So they can take the stem cell from the stem cell bank, the liver, put inside so they will grow, become a liver. Okay, let's say the liver is damaged. So the stem cell put in the liver to grow into a liver cell. So this is the difference here, okay? Now the next one, you talk about vacuole number, okay? Now here the word, small vacuole is a characteristic of immature plant cell and large vacuole is mature plant cell. The word immature and mature may sound a bit wrong to us because if we use for a person, immature person, mature person, which is better? Of course, mature person is better. But here is different. Small vacuole belongs to the CMC. Okay, immature plant cell means it's not matured yet. It has not matured yet. It's very fresh. Just now I mentioned about what they call the meristemic. It's just about to grow. Whereas mature plant cell means grown already, very old already, too mature already. Okay, it's like we say a fruit too mature already, no use already. So our CMC has a small vacuole. Vacuole is a place where there's a lot of moisture and a lot of also waste. Not to say a lot of waste. Mostly it's water, then some waste. Okay? So this is a vacuole. A vacuole will keep a lot of moisture there. So when a large vacuole, that means this is DDC. that means it's going to die soon already. It's too mature already. Too mature already. Okay, that means they, let's say that's why they say the plants, they say, too old already, cannot harvest already. He said the jagung too hard already. Okay, so this one is the difference to show CMC and DDC. Another test, now different starch number, because why? When there's a lot of starch number, that means you know there's a lot of activity there. Okay, once we say vitality, cell vitality, then I say vitality means a lot of activity. So you know when the cell is alive, there's a lot of division. Cell can divide, cell can grow. Okay, so starch number will tell us that means there's a lot of cell division, there's a lot of cell growth, because this is CMC alive. Cell aggregation also, this is important. Okay, now you find that if they aggregate too much, that means it's like you can see down there, cell necrosis. Necrosis means that, okay, the cell is going to die, okay, because of no nutrition, poor nutrition, or hypoxia. Hypoxia means no oxygen. So because of no lack of oxygen or lack of nutrition, all this will cluster together in one big cluster. So this is a DDC. Whereas in CMC, you find that all this, they are small cluster, so they can survive better. They have more nutrition, more oxygen, because of the area, surface area. Okay, surface area. It's like our blood lah. You know, our blood, if our blood, red blood cells are all rounded, they are not grouped together. There's more surface area, more oxygen, nutrient can travel. And this is a bit equivalent to our blood. Okay, so this again show, now this is enough proof to show that our plant cell, our CV8, these are all CMC, live stem cell. Okay, the other one, antioxidant, for hydrogen peroxide to change to oxygen, it shows that a lot of antioxidant. Okay, antioxidant, you know, a lot of nutritional products always claim that a lot of antioxidant. Okay, now this is very important. This is an honor or a recognition to Plantel. Okay, this magazine, Nature Biotechnology, is one of the most what you call renowned magazine. That means if your article or your products can be published in this magazine, it says a lot about your product. Okay, because only very good products or high-tech products will come to this magazine. And you can see headline or the front cover. Front cover is talking about Plantel. Okay, because so many companies, so many scientists have tried to isolate and culture live stem cell. They cannot succeed. 160 years, you see, cannot succeed. Plantel is the first and now also the only team that can able to isolate and culture. Very important. Okay, now this will to talk a lot about this company. Okay, okay, this company Plantel is very important. In Korea, this company is in Korea. They are smart enough to know that they have engaged a lot of what they call research institute to collaborate with them. They also engage our university, if I'm not mistaken, it's University of Edinburgh, Dublin, Saudi Dublin, in Ireland, to come and collaborate, to do some research and come out to show that really CV8, what they call this stem cell is really, really true and can do a lot of amazing products. Okay, so this is the technology and the production process, how they do it, to make sure that the active ingredient is very stable, very consistent. Okay, and because they can get it, okay, so the high content of phytochemical is still there. It's not destroyed. It's very important. Okay, so once the active ingredient, all we want is the good nutrients, or we call the phytochemical. It must be very high content. Okay, that means we come up, so it's and very stable, very consistent. So how they do it, and they use a bioreactor. This is the or you can see a bioreactor. Okay, these are called bioreactor, whereby in a bioreactor, that's where they can produce our CV8. We can produce our CV8. I'm sure a lot of leaders, you have gone to this company Plantel in Korea. Discovery Channel. Okay, because this is one of a very big breakthrough. You know, Discovery Channel, they'll come if there's any breakthrough in science or what, they'll do what they call production on this. They do an article on this. Okay, so they got a TV coverage, and then these are all the patent. If a product is so good, of course you want a patent so that people won't copy. After all your trouble, all your work, your sweat, your tears, and you say your financial, everything you pump into this, and then somebody go and copy for you. Okay, so they have to patent this, and because when they patent, they know that this product is they don't waste much. You have to pay for patent, of course, and you have to prove that what you patent is really true before the countries allow you to patent in the respective countries. Okay, so it's no joke to get all this patent. And we have a few of us who went all out to try and find out whether it's true they have the patent. So you see, this is American patent, one of the hardest to get a patent, you know, in America for this product. This is from South Africa, see, Canada, China, and China has their own what they call ginseng, but they also patent. Korea, this planter patent in China, Australia, okay, Japan, okay, many patents. Okay, if they can get patent in all so many countries, it shows that this product is really amazing. It really works. It's not a gimmick. Okay, it's not a gimmick. They have to prove by scientific evidence, scientific medical evidence. Okay, that it can really work and help. Okay, and what the formulation. Okay, most important to show that the formula works. Okay, now just like I mentioned, okay, CVMGR, it consists of 4 institutions. Okay, one is the China Academy of Science. You can Google China Academy of Science is the #1 academy of science in the whole world. Okay? Because of the scientists, because of the professional, so their educational level, their professional level. Okay, and then of course Ventros comes into play, more of the marketing arm, but of course we have to invest in this research. Then Plantel, of course, Plantel, Korean Plantel, okay, and Sydney University, okay, where the professor come in. So these 4 bodies, they come in to do a research, spend money on this to come up with CV8. CV8, there's CV8 here. So now, just like I mentioned, CV8 does not contain only ginseng, okay, but it contains 3 other things. Okay, but first let us talk about this ginseng first. Okay, this is wild ginseng. A lot of difference, wild ginseng and farm ginseng. Okay? Now you know, of course, let me sidetrack a bit. I talk about durian. You know, most Malaysians we love durian. You know, you find only those good durians, they grow wild in the high mountains. Okay, there's one durian that I cannot forget. I've taken before about 50 years ago, 40, 50 years ago, and be surprised where is it? It's in Kota Kinabalu, Mount Kinabalu. When I was visiting what they call KK, last time also there was a direction guide was there to give a talk. Then you know we spent another 1-2 days to go around a tour of KK. We went to Mount Kinabalu, but of course we didn't climb. They say this durian, we brought it down from there. Wow, durian, okay, grown up there. I tell you, I cannot still forget the taste that I have. Okay, very succulent. The flesh is so soft, so nice, so sweet, and because it's there, Mount Kinabalu is so cold. It's like taking durian, like ice cream durian. Very nice. That's why I said the taste fantastic, better than what they call Musang King. I tell you, So that's why I said, no, those ginseng grow in the wild. They is very nice, okay? And then because why in the wild, nobody to take care of them, they have to build up their immune system, to fight the weather, to fight the drought, to fight everything. Okay, they have to build up the immune system, and so they build up the immune system in their DNA, their RNA. That's why it's all inside the genome. Genome means the genes. Okay. Now I remember last time, I have a doctor friend, a very close doctor friend. Of course, we play badminton together. Anytime my family go and see him for anything, he won't charge us anything, and then medicine is free of charge. So I remember, last time my daughter was about 2 or 3 years old. It was slight cold only. Wow, sent to see the doctor. Doctor give me cold medicine. He said, Paul, it's not that I don't want to give you medicine, it's free of charge. But you cannot depend 100% on medicine. Let your daughter build up his immune system. Don't slight cold, give medicine. The body can fight cold. I still can remember what he said, very important. Okay. That's why I say, so if you always depend on medicine, then the person's body immune system is not so strong. Next time it cannot fight a lot of illnesses. Okay? Chinese will sometimes say, let the children sometimes eat dirty things. Build immune system. Okay? Don't let everything is too clean until sometimes something dirty already. Then the body goes wrong, cannot accept it, cannot fight already. Too pampered already. Too pampered already, okay? So cannot fight, then easily get sick. Sidetrack again, just before that. I remember I went to India. India, go to the countryside, they are poor people. No? I can see children, it was quite cool at that time. Now. I can see children, they don't wear any shirt or what. They can stand the weather. Here we are shivering very thick. And then they are playing with the sand. I saw one child take the sand and like put in the mouth to eat sand, mud on the mouth. But I don't think he will create any problem. You see, they are very tough already. Immune system has helped them to fight it already. But you put our Malaysian boy put there, I think the boy there cannot stand it. Okay, so it's building up immune system. What I'm trying to say, so wild ginseng, they have gone through all these things. They have withstand a lot of obstacles. So the immune system is very, very, very strong. So we are taking this wild ginseng with all their DNA, RNA, we call ginsenoside. Ginsenoside is all in there. So we are getting the best. So remember, if you go to Korea, you go for a Korea tour, normally the tour guide will bring you to a place, buy ginseng. This is our Korean, what they call product. But most of the product that you buy from Korea, when you go for a tour, is all farm ginseng. And you bring back few $1,000, you think, ayo, it's so heaty. Then you say, ginseng doesn't suit me. But you're buying the wrong ginseng. That's farm ginseng, not wild ginseng. And for your information, now I think in Korea there's no more wild ginseng because they have what they call a lot of these treasure hunters, these ginseng hunters. They've gone to all the wild places to get it. And if they can find it, it costs few $100,000 US. It's like gold, more expensive than gold or diamond. And like gold diggers or diamond diggers, they cannot go into a team of two because why? If two persons find one gold or diamond, it's too what they call, the value is too high, can be million. They can fight with each other, they can kill each other. So they must grow in a group of 3 or more. So the same also the ginseng hunters, they cannot go into a group of 2 because if they can find one wild ginseng, it can cost a few million. Okay? And then they may kill each other because of money. Okay? So this is story you find out. Wild ginseng. And why wild ginseng is everybody wants to look for wild ginseng, because we know it's only for the rich and powerful, the emperors. Okay, we do not have a chance to take wild ginseng because all given to the emperors or the multi billionaires. They only can take. Okay, we do not know. Okay, I'm sure most of us here, your parents, your foreparents, never talk to you about ginseng. because they cannot afford. Okay, so here you can see the emperors. All these are the emperors that live long. This person also has lived long, longevity, because they take wild ginseng, not farm ginseng. So there's a difference between wild ginseng and farm ginseng. Okay. Now, so here, Korean ginseng, 38 types of ginseng no site, whereas Chinese ginseng 14 and 15. So the best wild ginseng comes from Korea, and our CV8 is from Korea. Okay. Actually, our CV8, the wild ginseng is 70 years plus, more than 70 years. But they have a certificate. If your ginseng is more than 50 years, they just give you this certificate. It means at least 50 years. Okay. Ours is 70 or 80 years. Okay. So this is here the certificate to prove to you that our Korean wild ginseng, more than 50 years. The longer it is, the tree longer it is, the better it is. Okay, the immune system is better, the ginsenoside is better because the immune system is good. Okay, so this is the bioreactor I was talking about. 250 liter can produce 75,000 roots of wild ginseng. And the ginsenoside is the RG3, RH2, RG5. Okay, so from 1 to infinity. So CV infinity actually because of this. Okay, from 1 stem cell we can produce until infinity. From 1 root can produce infinity. Excuse me, I drink water. This is the technology. Okay. So here it shows the difference between wild ginseng and farm ginseng. Okay, this one I think you can see. Okay, now of course everybody is talking about cancer. Okay, so wild ginseng, you find the red ginsenoside is very good to overcome cancer. After I talk more about this. Okay, now one sachet, if you can see our sachet, their written contains more than 40 mg, milligram per liter of ginsenoside, or the right ginsenoside. Okay, I remember this is the GM of CEO, Kim say, we put there, we are very, very confident because you all can sue us. You can take for a laboratory test and find out that your sachet does not contain at least 40 mg. You can sue us. Okay, but recently they do another test to analyze. They found that in one sachet not only contains 40, see, 66 mg. So that's why they say we put 40, we are very confident. You cannot sue us one. You cannot find a sachet that has less than 40 mg of the ginsenoside. So this is done. This is done, I think, last year, correct? 2021, May 2021. So once in a while, randomly, they take out one sachet to do this test. It's very, very good. Okay. So it's here. Now, so the next ingredient, apart from the wild ginseng, they added sea buckthorn. Why is it? Okay, they added sea buckthorn, aronia berry, and what they call what is that? Okay, to make sure that its bioavailability and absorbability can be absorbed better, and then bioavailable, may assimilate better. Okay, so the first one is sea buckthorn. Okay, sea buckthorn, like any fruit, it has a lot of vitamin. Okay, a lot of vitamin, but it has one vitamin which a lot of fruit do not have. Vitamin K. Yes, vitamin K. This one you can see vitamin K. Okay, so this is very, very important because vitamin K is for blood clotting. Okay, and sea buckthorn has it's like a preservative, natural preservative. So that's why you can find that we don't put any synthetic preservative in CV8 because sea buckthorn is really a preservative there. Okay? So this sea buckthorn, then aronia berry, aronia berry, okay, king of berries. Now here it contains the highest level of anthocyanins. What are anthocyanins? Okay, okay, it's the pigment there. Okay. Now, for information, anthocyanins are very powerful antioxidants. is proven, antioxidant, I say. Iron, when an iron nail rusts, it means oxidized. So to fight against anti-oxidation, okay? Now, anthocyanins, they help to protect your eyes from UV damage. See, our eyes are very important. Our eyes cells, our brain cells are two cells that cannot regenerate, cannot grow back. Okay, let's say your skin cell, you get a cut, okay, the skin cell can grow back. Eye cells, brain cells cannot grow back, cannot regenerate. That's why as you grow older, dementia comes in, we forget things because our brain cells are dying. But young people, children, they can learn a lot of things very fast because more and more brain cells are being grown. Okay, so this is very important. Protect your eyes from UV damage. Okay, Malaysians, Malaysians last time you wear sunglasses when you go out in the hot sun. People say, "Wow, action! I want to wear sunglasses," but actually it's not the action. It's not one show off. You see the white people. They always wear sunglasses. Sunglasses protect our eyes from the sun UV damage. Okay, that's why a lot of our eyes are what they call easily damaged. Asians, our eyes are easily damaged. But if you take all this, you take all these berries, they have anthocyanins. They can protect your eyes from UV damage. Can protect from cataract and glaucoma. I want to tell you honestly, my eye, I have one eye, I can see only one eye. The other eye, my left eye, I'm blind because why I have glaucoma. That's why last time I got no chance to wear sunglasses lah. Okay, always out in the hot sun. Okay, but then I have cataract. Okay, then I later have glaucoma. Okay, so tell you that why. That's why my eye doctor tell me, y'all Malaysians, y'all go for blood tests, y'all go for all these health tests, a few $1,000 to check your whole body, but they only check your eye. Okay, that's how we can make money. You check all your organs except your eye. Okay, take care of your eye, because it cannot regenerate. One spoil means spoil. Okay, so this is very important. I'm trying to tell you because why I have glaucoma. Okay, now, but at least now I use eye laser. I use what they call. I take this. I don't have the pain already. Last time my eye is so painful that you can feel that teardrop. My eye just tearing. My eye teardrop just drop on my eye because the pain is there. Is something poking. It helps me, but then once it's dead, you cannot tell people take a dead person, you take CV, eye laser, you come alive. So once they cannot be alive, okay, we cannot exaggerate, but at least maintain that. Okay. Now, recent research has also done to suggest that these anthocyanins can help fight against major health problems, including heart disease and cancer. Okay, so arunia berry, they have a lot of anthocyanins. Okay, so it's now because they have done a lot of research, the recent research, okay, very good to fight heart disease, cancer. Very is also process anti-diabetic and anti-obesity effects. Those of you who want to look fat, I want to look what they call slim, berry. Take CV8, you won't make you fat, okay, because it has anti-obesity. It will cut you to become slim, okay. So this is very important. CV8, okay. Chinese New Year, you want to look good, don't want to be too obese, okay. Take CV8 because can produce. But not only that, okay. Now, why you mention fruit with highest manganese content, manganese is a mineral. We need minerals, That's why we take our pizza. Pizza got a lot of minerals, okay. But the normal minerals we need is potassium, sodium, calcium, and magnesium. Manganese is quite insignificant, but the effects, the property is very, very important. So that's why we stress here a lot of manganese. Okay, why do I say that? Because manganese will help our body to form not connective tissue, bones, blood clotting factors, and sex hormones. Okay, that's why people have said that wow, they take CV8, their sex drive go up. Okay, because of manganese. Okay. Uh, it also plays a role in fat and carbohydrate metabolism. So that means you won't look fat. That's why I say why you call there's anti-obesity effect. okay, because your fat can be metabolized. One there's fat metabolism, and then the fat will be changed to another thing. So you get rid of your fat and carbohydrate, because if your carbohydrate is not metabolized, then you find you change to sugar, becomes fat again. Okay, and blood sugar regulation. People always ask me because they saw the sachet, I got sugar content. Do not worry, CV8 will help diabetic patients to lower their glucose level because of the manganese, because of this anthocyanins. Okay, you help to regulate your sugar level. So do not worry, you won't increase your sugar. And you can do your test, your own test, glucose test. Okay. Now, manganese is also very important for normal brain and nerve function. So for elderly people, your brain, your brain cells are dying, your brain cannot function properly. This is very important. Okay, and your brain and nerves. Okay, because always I say the brain is the main commander. It needs to send signal out to the organs to operate through what? Through nerve, our nervous system. Okay, so if this one can improve our nervous system, improve our brain system, then it helps a lot. Okay. Now, those of you who have, let's say, symptoms of manganese deficiency, that means your diet do not have enough manganese. You find that low fertility is what it means, cannot conceive. Okay, if you cannot conceive, maybe you are lacking, one of the reasons you are lacking manganese, not enough. So manganese, if you lack manganese, that means low fertility or glucose intolerance. That means if your sugar level cannot be reduced, become diabetic. So manganese will help you to what you call, to cut down your glucose. Okay, or if your bone structure, your slow growth, that means this is due to manganese deficiency. Okay, so here I stress on this, very important. Next, pomegranate. Pomegranate contains a lot of ingredients for woman beauty. This is very important. Okay. Let me show you. I think those of you who go to Turkey, Turkey is the best place to taste pomegranate. Okay. Here, pomegranate in Malaysia is very expensive, very dry. Not much juice can come out. Okay, but in Turkey you can drink pomegranate juice. Very nice, very natural, and it's very beautiful. That's why our queen, the queen, Cleopatra queen, and this beauty also, young Kui Fei, okay, they swear by pomegranate, okay, for beauty, very important, okay. So when I talk about beauty, okay, so this very important. So our formulation, CV8 not only have ginseng, sea buckthorn, aronia, pomegranate, okay. So this is to, just like I mentioned, talk about bioavailability, then for absorption. Okay. Research proven. Okay. Now, this is very important, okay, to prove that CMC, our ginseng, our CV8 really helps in a lot of things. First, we talk about liver. Okay. Do you know our liver? Liver is very important, okay, because our liver is the biggest organ in our body, but liver do not have nerves. We do not hear of people say I have liver ache. You don't hear of stomach ache, but no liver ache. Okay, but once the liver is damaged, gone. It's very important to take out liver. Now, if you have some liver problem, your urine will be very dark color. You may have some itchy skin, and then very, very tired, or you have jaundice. Your eyes, your skin yellow color. And that's very dangerous. Okay. Now, so you hear of people say fatty liver. Fatty liver. That's the first stage, which is no good. So here research have used CMC to suppress lipid accumulation. Lipid means fat lah, lipid. So because your lipid, the fat will accumulate in your liver, that's why they call fatty liver. So CMC, this CV8 will suppress liver accumulation. Make sure that the fat do not accumulate in our liver. So very, very important. That means it's not damaged. Okay. Because why? If your lipid if you become fatty liver, you become what you call hepatitis. Okay, you become a cirrhosis. Cirrhosis means your liver is being damaged. Your liver has scar. Okay, once your liver cannot function, you're in deep trouble. You can get liver cancer. Okay? A lot of people, once they have liver cancer, the chance of survival is very, 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 very low. To say, okay? Other cancers, you can still have hope. Okay, but liver cancer is one of the worst. Okay, so from liver, so you can have hepatitis due to your alcohol consumption or viral infection. Viral infection is the main cause of hepatitis. But hepatitis A and B, we can prevent by vaccination. Hepatitis C, we cannot. Okay, so liver is very, very important. Okay, so here CMC can protect our liver. Our CV8 can protect our liver. And here US patent, it says that not only it can prevent, but it can also cure liver problem. US patent. That means all the research has been done. There are a lot of proof to show that it can prevent and cure liver problem. Okay, so very important. Anti-aging, antioxidant. Everybody want to talk about anti-aging. Okay, now you must know that all cells have a lifespan. All cells have a lifespan. Let's say for our skin cell, our lifespan, our skin cell about 2 or 3 weeks. We change our skin cell will change 2 to 3 weeks. Our red blood cells 120 days, 3 to 4 months. 4 months. Okay, that's why they say good to donate blood, because always donate blood 3 months, 4 months once. I remember during my school days, every 3 months, 4 months we donate blood, because you don't donate, the blood also will die. Okay? Red blood cells, but white blood cells, the lifespan is very, very short. It can be from 12 hours to 3 days. Okay? So it's a difference. Okay, then how do we know that the lifespan? So the lifespan is what they call measured by this telomere stick. Okay? If the telomere stick is long, that means your lifespan is long. If your telomere stick is short, like I said, the white blood cell is very short, because why? By 3 days it will die, change again. Okay. Now our brain cells will last entire lifetime, but it doesn't mean it cannot regenerate. That means if you die before you die, your brain cells are dead already. It should last your lifetime. Okay, brain cells, the neurons should last your lifetime, because it cannot regenerate again. See, like I said, the red blood cells 120 days, they die, new red blood cells will come out again, but brain cells cannot. So be very careful about it. Okay, so 90% of all our cells in the body will get changed every year at least once. So you see, we always change. But your body, on an average, the cells in our body all are replaced every 7 years. So sometimes they say you want to become a new you. You take you want to change your lifestyle or change your diet. You want to see any changes. They say 7 years. Then you get a new set of cells. Okay. So telomere stick. I'll come back to telomere stick. Okay. So now, anti-aging, we will try to reverse. We can, okay. So not reverse. We will slow down the aging. I mean, the telomere stick will go shorter and shorter, slower. Okay. Apoptosis means cell death. Okay. Every cell, they have a cell division, means they will grow. Okay. But come to a point, apoptosis means cell death, or we call this senescence. Senescence means the cell has lose the power to grow or to divide. They cannot divide anymore. That means going to die. They cannot grow. Okay, apoptosis, cell death. Okay, so this is to say why very okay. So anti-aging, taking CV8, taking this CMC, we will slow down the aging process. We cannot reverse the aging process. We slow down aging process. We will slow down the telomere stick, okay, from growing shorter and shorter. Okay, so this is how this has been done. This research is all done. Okay. Yeah. Anti-aging, all the research done, they send is patented. So we can reverse, we can slow down the aging process. Okay. Immune enhancement, we talk about this. Okay, you improve your immune system. Very important research done. This university in Korea, professor, so all been done. CMC1, CMC2, they take few CMC because you only do one CMC, it can be said, oh, lucky this CMC is very good. So they take a few wild ginseng, okay? CMC1, CMC2, okay? To show that, and they take an average. They take an average, okay? And this is it now. NK cells, NK cells are called natural killer cells. In our immune system, we have T cells. T cells are formed in the thymus gland. B cells are formed in the bone marrow. Now, T cells and B cells are usually used to fight the normal illnesses like cough, cold, But NK cells, natural killer cells, their jobs very specified. They only fight cancer cells. Okay, so and NK cells, our body can produce NK cells, but as we grow older, our NK cells production become less and less. If we are very stressful, stress will bring down the production of NK cells also. So that's why you hear of people, they are stressed from their work, stressed from, maybe from finance or no money, can cause them to have cancer. Stress can cause cancer. And as you grow older, also you get cancer. My own mother, 80 plus, have cancer. Okay? So I was so shocked. That's why when I read more and more, I realized NK cells, because NK cells, as we grow older, then you know that your NK cell production is very little. Okay? So these NK cells, here proven, wild ginseng CMC can increase NK cells, are very important. And this is a proof here. Okay? And NK, what they call Korea, sorry, not Korea. Talking about cancer, cancer is very dangerous, because cancer cells, they can, just now I talk about apoptosis. Okay, all cells will slowly die, but cancer cells, they can fight back apoptosis. That means that there's a switch. The switch will go until the telomere stick will, I'll talk about telomere stick. The telomere stick will go down. Okay, will go down. But cancer cells, they will protect their telomere stick from becoming shorter. So that is the frightening part about cancer cells. They can grow very fast. They can fight apoptosis. They can grow a lot of what they call blood vessels to get food. They fight with other cells for food. They always win. They can travel. That means cancer cells from the stomach can travel to your heart, can travel to your brain. You see, a stomach cell cannot travel to the brain cell. It remains in the stomach. All right, brain cell remain in the brain, but a cancer cells, they can travel everywhere. That's why they call metastasis. When a cancer patient, the doctor say, "Oh, you sorry, you have metastasis." That means your cancer cell has spread from one part of the organ to other parts of the body. They can travel. So cancer is very, very frightening. Okay, so we have to boost our immune system to fight cancer cells. And here our CMC, our CV8 has improved our NK cells. Okay, so the patent for immune system, anti-cancer. Okay, here wild ginseng can cure cancer, very important. And the report is very, 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 very long. Okay, many pages to prove to you, and this is very important. Okay, so cancer cells. Now, in fact, what they call, let me show you, just before I forget, Plantel. Plantel, they are focusing on four major things that they are doing here. Okay, one, of course, they are coming out with botanical new drugs development. They mean they want to come up with drugs from plants. They take out the plants, the CMC. Okay. Secondly, now there's a drug called Taxol. There's a drug called Taxol. It's very good for to fight against cancer, especially breast cancer and ovarian cancer. Okay, the name is called Taxol, but then the brand name is called Taxol. Sorry, the what they call from U3, YEW U3. It's called paclitaxel. Okay, this chemotherapy drug is very, very good to fight against cancer. Together with radiotherapy, the percentage of cure is very high, 80 to 90%, very high. Okay, but they want to get from the bark of the tree. You know, last time they get from bark of tree, the quality is always not consistent. But now because of this technology by plant cell, now they are able to produce this chemotherapy drug very, very consistent. Active ingredient is very consistent. So the effect to fight cancer is very, very high. So a lot of pharmaceuticals company are lining up to sign an MOU with this plantel to produce a lot of things. This is a very big breakthrough because that means that I don't depend on the plant. What if the plant doesn't grow? I just take the CMC, then I cultivate it. So they can make into a lot, they can help a lot in the medicinal world. Ginseng is the only plant. Okay, most plants have medicinal value or nutritional value. Ginseng is the only plant that has both nutritional value and medicinal value. Tonka Ali comes a very distant second. Ginseng has this. That's why they do a lot of this. Okay, so a lot of industries they are very thankful to this plantel because plantel can isolate and culture CMC, stem cell, live stem cell. It's a big breakthrough in the medicinal background. Okay, so this is it to fight against this, and then they are also concentrating on beauty. They're coming out with eye bag cream, double chin removal. They are coming out. Okay, they are also I said it's drugs. Second is for beauty. They are coming out, so they are concentrating on what they call blood pressure regulation, blood glucose regulation, and blood circulation improvement. And last but not least is health food for cancer. So they are concentrated on cancer, our what they call high blood and diabetes, concentrated on beauty, concentrated on drugs. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, so beauty, we have our CMC. Just now I show you the what they call the beauty cream from Indonesia, the callus. We have our CMC. CMC is live stem cell. You try our CMC, our serum is very good. I always the person that I know have improved a lot is Mr. Sorkabin's wife, June. Okay, you can see her face is so what do you call, when you see a skin soft and supple, glowing, youthful, then you can see. Okay, you can look young. People say, well, 20, 30 younger because they look at your face, your skin, very soft, very supple, glowing. Okay, it's very important. Okay, HIV, we talk about HIV. Now, when you explain to somebody about this CV8, if they understand, you talk about the research, you talk about the production. Okay, if they understand, no need to show testimonies. Because why? Sometimes testimonies are like this because this is not medicine. Medicine, if this medicine work, it will work for everyone. Medicine have the same effect. It's like I said, Panadol. Okay, Panadol, you have fever, all of us take, if all of us have fever, you take Panadol, 2 hours of fever will go off. That's how drug works. It will work the same for human being. But a food supplements, it doesn't mean I take this food supplement, it helps me to regulate my sugar level. After 1 month, my sugar level is back to normal. It doesn't mean everyone will have the same. Some can take longer, some can take shorter time. So testimony, sometimes you show testimony, it works for this person, but you say, you are lying to me. How can it work for him, cannot work for me? That's why we say nutrition will work different for different person because it will boost your immune system. Then how fast, how slow, depends on the immune system, depends on the individual. But anyhow, these are some of the testimonies. You see hepatitis B. Okay, this is liver. This is talking about liver again. Okay, poor skin texture. Okay, this is from Penang. Okay, that means a skin problem. Okay, stomach cancer. Talk about this one. See, consume 1 ginseng and all the tests being done. Okay, this is lymphatic cancer. Lymph nodes. Lymph nodes are very, very dangerous. Okay, rectal cancer, rectum, the rectum, So this uterine cancer, see a lot of cancer. Leukemia is the blood cancer. Diabetes, and I can see diabetes. It works, okay, because of this. So these are some of the testimony, and we know about James Wong. We have seen in person, okay. Reflux means you have digestive problem, Parkinson, okay, gout. So these are testimonials. And then on our side, we have done, that is me, okay. This is, I'm not mistaken, Dr. Ashwin has done some trials of some people. We talk about cholesterol, diabetes, and liver function. See, a lot of them improve. This patient number 3, patient 4, patient 1, patient 2, patient 5 patients. Okay. So you see, at last you can see what are the benefit. Digestive system, okay. Those of you got reflux action, see, you take CV8, you will help your reflux, your gastric, brain function, I mentioned, okay, your brains, your nervous function will help you, blood circulation, okay, minimize fatigue. Now this are very, very important, okay. If you feel tired, you feel today, the whole day, you have a lot of things to do while you take CV8, you find you don't feel tired. Many of my friends say, oh, Paul, you're right. Wow, I take this, I don't feel tired at all. Okay, you will give you the energy, the vitality. Okay, liver function, very important, anti-aging. Okay, so these are the benefits CV8. This one whole week before Chinese New Year, take more CV8 so that when Chinese New Year come the week, you are full of vitality, to serve your friends. People come to your house, you can serve, you can travel to your friend's house, and you can still look healthy and young. Okay, so how to take? Remember, okay. Now when you say shake well before consuming, my advice is this: overturn the sachet, because most of the residue is down there. Overturn the sachet, shake 2 or 3 times enough lah. Then after that, cut it or then open it. Okay, drink it. Then the last part, just put some water, rinse it, because the residue part, that is the most important part. Okay, so how many sachet depends on how you want to take it. Okay, now if you feel heaty, there's an advice by John Chang who tell my wife, because my wife has a heaty body, take before breakfast, take on empty stomach, then you won't feel heaty, which is true. Last time my wife to start of half sachet, very worried. Then if she takes after food, wow, she find very heaty. Now she takes early morning before breakfast. Okay, the whole day she won't feel heaty. Okay, this is one advice. Okay, so with that, I finished my talk. Thank you very much. I take this opportunity to wish everyone who celebrate Chinese New Year happy Chinese New Year. Good health. Okay, good fortune. Good health, good fortune. Thank you very much. Good night.
Thank you, Paul. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. Good night. Good night. Happy New Year.恭喜发财.
Yeah, happy New Year to everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Paul.
Yes.
Thanks, Paul.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year, John, is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
John, I not met you before.
Bye.
Okay.